One day, as a young boy named Jack was walking in his neighborhood, he came across a stray cat crouching under a bush. Seeing the feline in distress, he volunteered to give it food and water. It was thin, dirty, and had matted fur. Jack felt sorry for the poor creature and took it home with him. His family wasn't too happy about it at first. They had always been a dog family and didn't think they would like a cat. But Jack really wanted to give the stray he found a chance. He persuaded his family to let him keep it. Despite his pleas, Jack's family remained firm in their decision. They told him that the cat would have to find a new home. Jack was heartbroken, but he refused to give up on the little feline. He searched high and low for someone who would be willing to adopt the stray, but no one seemed interested. As the days passed, Jack's resolve only grew stronger. He continued to take care of the cat, feeding it and playing with it every day. He even named it Luna, after the moon that shone brightly the night sky. Despite the challenges, Jack remained determined to find Luna a loving home. He knew that somewhere out there, it was someone who would see the beauty and love that he saw in Luna. He just had to keep searching. One day, Luna disappeared from Jack's backyard. Despite his best efforts to find her, she was nowhere to be found. Jack was devastated and couldn't stop worrying about his beloved cat. A few days, Luna reappeared at Jack's doorstep, but she was in terrible condition. She was emaciated and covered in dirt, and she seemed to be barely able to walk. Jack knew he had to get Luna some help, so he rushed her to the nearest animal hospital. The veterinarians at the hospital were able to stabilize Luna and treat her for her various ailments, but they warned Jack that Luna was in very poor health and would likely need a long and costly recovery process. Jack didn't hesitate for a moment. He was determined to do whatever it took to help Luna get better. He started saving up his allowance and working extra odd jobs to pay for Luna's medical bills. He also spent hours at the hospital, sitting by Luna's side and nursing her back to health. As the weeks passed, Luna slowly began to recover. She gained weight and her fur started to grow back. She became more active and playful, and it seemed like she was on the road to recover. Despite the challenges and setbacks, Jack never gave up on Luna. He knew that with a little love and care, anyone can overcome adversity and pride, and he was determined to make sure that Luna had the chance to live a happy and healthy life. One day, Jack heard faint mewing coming from the attic of his house. He followed the sound and to his shock discovered Luna stuck in a corner of the cramped space. Luna seemed to have found her way to the attic through a small opening in. She was now trapped and unable to escape. Jack was terrified for Luna and knew he had to get her out as soon as possible. He called out to Luna, trying to calm her down, and then went to get a ladder and some tools.
Also, if you've not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and click that notification bell to get inspired by these animal stories every day. Now, back to the story.
He carefully climbed up into the attic and with great difficulty managed to free Luna from her trap. Luna was extremely grateful to Jack and couldn't stop rubbing against him and purring. Jack was relieved and overjoyed to have rescued Luna and was glad that she was safe and sound. From that day on, Jack made sure to keep a close eye on Luna and to keep all the openings in the house securely closed. He knew that even the most loved and cared for animals could sometimes get into trouble, and he was determined to keep Luna out of harm's way. As the years passed, Luna grew from a small kitten into a beautiful adult cat. She remained by Jack's side, always grateful for the love and care he had given her. Jack was equally devoted to Luna and loved her like a member of the family. One day, Jack was cleaning out the attic when he came across an old box that he had never seen before. It was filled with strange artifacts and papers, and he was curious to know more about its contents. As he rummaged through the box, he came across an old journal with a faded cover. He opened it and began to read, and what he discovered shocked him to the core. The journal was written by a woman who had been a scientist, and it contained detailed notes and observations about an experiment she had conducted many years ago. The experiment involved genetically modifying a cat to have the intelligence and ability to communicate with humans. As Jack read on, he realized with horror that the stray cat he had taken in all those years ago was actually the result of this experiment. Luna was not just a normal cat, but a highly intelligent being with the ability to understand and communicate with humans. Jack was overwhelmed by this revelation and didn't know what to do. He had always treated Luna as a beloved pet, but now he realized that she was so much more than that. He felt a deep sense of guilt and responsibility for not realizing the truth sooner, and he knew that he had to find a way to make things right. But despite the challenges and complexities that lay ahead, Jack was determined to do whatever it took to support and protect Luna. He knew that she was a unique and special being, and he was grateful to have her by the side. As Luna grew older, she remained a beloved member of Jack's family. She was still as intelligent and communicative as ever, and she brought joy and love to everyone who knew her. But despite Jack's best efforts, things started to turn for Luna. She gradually grew weaker and less active, and it was clear that her time on Earth was coming to an end. Jack couldn't imagine a life without Luna, so was devastated by this news. He spent every waking moment by her side and told her how much he loved her. One peaceful evening, Luna passed away in Jack's arms. He felt like his life had been torn apart, but he was reminded of how happy and successful she had been thanks to his love and care. All the good memories they luckily shared together were enough to comfort him. And, although he knew that Luna would always be a special part of his life and he would always cherish his memories,